Note-taking 101. Our note-taking system is designed to lead you through the research project in a way that will help you gather quality evidence for your topic and make it very easy to write your paper when the time comes. The first thing you want to do is to make sure you record the information of your resource itself. Did it come from a database? Is there a volume number to the item? Is there an article, book title, etc., author, page numbers? In this case, the resource is a book, so I recorded the title, the author, and the page numbers that have that information. You'll see here that I only used information from page 403, but I recorded all the pages that have information on my topic, so when I revisit it later, I can easily find more information. In the case of journal articles or magazine articles, or even newspaper articles, you will not only have the article title, you will also have the title of the publication. So if it's from the New York Times, you'd want the article title itself, plus the fact that it came from the New York Times. The next section of the sheet is selection justification. Within your works cited page, you will have to justify each resource you decide to use. This box will help you do that. Using the CRAP test, you will record information as you evaluate sources that you will then later put into your annotated bibliography. So you can see here I spoke briefly about the currency. I spoke about the reliability or the relevancy. In this case, relevancy, because the book is clearly reliable. I wanted to touch on why it's specifically good for my topic. I discussed the credentials of the author. He's a professor of African American Studies and History, and he has a well-respected reputation as an author and editor. And then the purpose of the book specifically addressed my topic, Malcolm X, and even better, it actually is written about his political ideology. This information will be very useful when I go into my works cited EasyBib and have to justify my source. Next is the note-taking itself. We've designed the sheet so you can record the supporting idea that you are gathering evidence for. Then when you write your paper and you're writing a specific section, you'll be able to flip through your note sheets to find those specific titles. In this case, this is the supporting idea that links Malcolm X's ideology with the Black Panther Party. This box then holds the supporting evidence for this idea. So this is actual evidence from this resource that supports the idea that I could use in my paper. The better you write these notes, the much easier it will be to write your paper. For example, I wrote this in a way that could literally be cut and pasted into my paper. If you scratch down some forward pieces of evidence, it'll be much harder when it comes time to write your paper to either remember what you meant or to then have to reword it into a usable form. You will then want to check off whether you did a direct quote, which is word for word, whether you paraphrased, which is you take the author's words and reword it into your own, or you summarize, where you take a large chunk of information and cut it down to 1 or 2 sentences. In this case, I paraphrased one sentence, putting it into words that would better suit my paper. And then lastly, record the page number. This is extremely helpful, not only for citations, but also for you as the writer. If you need more information, you may want to go back and find this page, this topic, this information to bulk up your paper later on. You can see I've recorded 2 pieces of evidence. Your sheets are double-sided and do have multiple spots for evidence. When you submit a resource sheet To be graded, you will need a minimum of 3. Also understand that some sources may be so good that you may have multiple sheets for that one source. That's Note-Taking 101. Realize we will provide sheets for each one of your resources, and please do not hesitate to ask questions.